Welcome to the International English Language Teaching System conducted by Maulik English Academy. Today I am your examiner and the examiner code is S32024030 and the candidate code is S32023053. Before starting the main part, I will ask you some personal questions. So, are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay, what's your name?
My name is Tashfiyata Singh and you can call me Pungata.
Okay, where do you come from?
I was born in Shanghai but raised in Dhaka.
Do you study or work?
Yes, I'm a student of class 8 at Manipur High School and College.
Which subject do you love or like?
My favorite subject is math and science. It is very interesting to me.
How do you pass your free time?
In my free time, I usually make paintings or play with my brother.
Uh, okay, Punata, let's move on the part one. Part one is about food and cooking. What sorts of food do you like eating most?
My favorite food is biryani and I most like to eat spicy foods.
Who normally does the cooking in your home?
My mom normally does the cooking in my home and sometimes I help her to cook.
Do you watch cookery programs on TV?
Yes, I watch cookery programs. Watching cookery programs on TV is very interesting to me, and I often watch cookery programs like Baking with Julia, MasterChef, and like that shows.
Okay, in general, do you prefer eating out or eating at home?
In general, I usually prefer to eat homemade food and avoid outside food. Homemade food items have better taste and it is very healthy for health. Furthermore, restaurant foods are quite expensive, but it is not healthy for our health.
Okay, let's move on the part two. In this part, we will discuss. In this part, you will describe a house or apartment that someone you know lives in. In this part, I will give you a cue card and a page and a pen. You have 1 minute to note about this topic, and you will have 2 minutes to talk about it. And if you wish, you can note. Okay, your time is over.
Well, it's a very good topic. I would like to talk about the house of my aunts who live in the countryside in a small place. The house is located in a small place surrounded by fields and trees, and the interior of the house is very cozy and warm. The walls are painted in light cream color and the furnitures are old and traditional. The bedrooms are upstairs and they have a sloping roof with little windows that let in the sunlight. I most like about my aunt's house is the peacefulness. Um, you can hear birds singing in the morning. It's very nice. And one thing that I dislike is the internet connection is not so strong and it can be quite frustrating at times.
Okay, let's move on the part three. In this part, we will discuss about different types of home. What kinds of home are most popular in your country, and why is this?
In urban areas, high-rising buildings are most common accommodation types for people in my country. And the villagers have mud house and tent house, which is quite different and have a great traditional value in my country.
What do you think are the advantages of living in a house rather than an apartment?
Houses are usually capacious, have space in front of it, and offer better views than the apartment. A homeowner can design the house the way he likes. Also, a homeowner can enjoy great freedom, which is unimaginable to an apartment.
Okay. Do you think that everyone would like to live in a large home? What's that?
Yes, if people have had a choice, everyone would love to live in a larger home rather than an apartment. An apartment is the minimum arrangement for a family to have some rooms to live in. It does not offer better views or open space, but a homeowner can enjoy these facilities uh, and they have great freedom, which is unimaginable to the apartments.
Okay. Now we'll discuss about finding a place to live. How easy is it to find a place to live in your country?
It is moderately easy in a small town, but quite difficult in a larger city.
Do you think it's better to rent or to buy a place to live in?
I think owning a house is far better than renting one. If a person wants to leave a place permanently, he should think about purchasing a place rather than renting one.
Okay. Do you agree that there is a right age for young adults to stop living with their parents? And why is that?
It is so if some I do not think that someone should ever leave his parents permanently. It is logical that someone have to leave his parents for better job and education, but it doesn't mean that someone has to decide it in a certain age.
Okay, that's the end of part 3. Thank you for joining us.
Welcome.